Mum was in hospital on this occasion because she'd had 3 falls in 10 days. So the hospital decided that she wasn't able to go back to her independent living. She needed some extra care. So a residential home was the only option, basically. You know, we were grateful when I got a phone call from CHS. It's quite daunting, really, because it's quite a big issue, isn't it? Because you don't want to put your loved ones in the wrong environment. So to have somebody do the legwork for us, make all the phone calls, and keep us informed 2 or 3 times a day. Yes, there's a room here. No, unfortunately, there's not a room there. You know, within the constraints that we'd given, was fantastic. So you know, can't speak too highly. Yeah, we're really grateful.
It makes it very streamlined for a care home manager. What I've found is it's just one central point of contact. They have a lot of external people, such as the hospitals, social workers, all feeding into them. And so that when they contact us, they've got a more well-rounded picture of the resident that might be able to be placed into the home. As a home manager, you don't just look at a resident per se, you look at how that resident fits within your care home. How, you know, your room availability, and can we meet the needs of that person if they move into that room? And I think by having CHS, you can transition people within their, you know, with their needs a lot better. You know, it helps support the hospitals with the, you know, the term of bed blocking that we all hear. It is just a faster process, and to only have to call one person or a team of people that you actually already have got a relationship with is a lot better than trying to find social workers in the community that might not be in their office, or you might not be able to get hold of them, to trying to contact a hospital where, you know, the demand on them is so great. To have that focal point for everybody who is trying to support a resident is a lot easier.
I love my job because every day is different, and there is someone in hospital that we want to get out of hospital into the best place possible, and that's what we're there to do. And we're almost at their kind of that end journey for them, and that's where they're going to be, you know, for their final place. So we want to obviously make sure it's as perfect for them as possible and the family, and that they're settled and they're happy. And I think the fact that we can go and view homes with them as well, and just the whole relationship side of things is just amazing. Working evenings and weekends is really important because families a lot of the time aren't available until the evening or the weekends due to other commitments. However, when we are available to go and view with them at the weekends, a lot of the time that's when they make their decisions. And if they've got a member of staff there with them to go around and have a look at homes, again, they feel more comfortable and confident and can get the questions out that they might not necessarily think of. Whereas if they've got someone with them to guide them, then it's really, really helpful.
Having CHS enables the social workers to complete patient-centred assessments, spending time with people, and then passing over finding the care homes and care agencies to the CHS team. I think that 2 teams being based in the same office enabled conversations, maybe the concerns to be openly discussed, and to iron out, you know, what the social workers would be doing and what CHS would be doing to enable that to work together.
In order to do what we do, we need to have really good relationships with the care homes. And the care homes, conversely, they want their beds filled. So we have worked really hard to develop those relationships with the care homes, and particularly around social services funded placements. And what we've seen in the development of those relationships is that we're consistently getting increased numbers of fair price of care placements. Overall, with all of the different parts of the puzzle kind of fitting together and working together, it's seen a system-wide benefit.
There have been some great outcomes from this work. We know, for example, that 95% of the users, that's the patients and their families, rate the service they received as excellent or very good. We know that we've done a lot of work auditing the quality of the care delivered or placements achieved, and we found that it has a very low hospital readmission rate and very high satisfaction in the care, with very few people needing to move again, which is great. There's been some good positive outcomes too in terms of patient flow, with a significant reduction in delayed transfers of care because people are making decisions quicker. And importantly too, we've been able to commission care packages working with the nursing homes at the local authority funded rates, a much higher reduction, not having top-up fees, and this is saving an awful lot of money for the users. Our role is to try and make the whole system work, and we're centred around the patients and their families, acting really as an independent advocate for them. But we have to link in with all the stakeholders. That includes the social workers, that includes the hospital nurses and therapists, and it includes the nursing homes and care homes as well. And I like to think of us as the catalyst to try and make this whole process work as smoothly as possible.
We've learnt a huge amount in the past 18 months working with CHS. I mean, far more than we expected to learn. We've learnt about our care markets, we've learnt about the quality of our discharges, we've learnt about things that we can improve for people coming out of hospital, and we've tried to apply that across not only just our discharges from hospital but across our whole system. So I think my message to others would be to know what the concerns are in your system and to try and think about different ways of addressing those concerns, and also to be open to the wider benefits that you might not necessarily expect at the start, and to make use of those through the work you do.